that link.
Okay. And then we click on here and it asks, you see the email ID is our email ID, right?
Yes.
So, by the way, I'm recording this session so that you can watch later on. I'll
Okay.
send it to you as a video. Once I
Okay.
go next, it will ask for me the password, and I'm going to let you see the password.
Okay. Let me copy that too.
You'll have it on video too. It's very simple. You see that,
Okay. All right. Thank you.
right?
Okay.
We're going to sign in.
Okay.
And it's asking that if I want to do dual authentication and all those kind of things and so forth, I'm just going to ignore them for now.
Okay.
And I need to move this guy out.
We can put a phone number if you want, and
Huh?
we could put a phone number if that's okay.
Yeah, then every time you try to log in, it's going to send you a text message. I don't need that. I'm not putting any confidential here, credit card or anything. Who cares?
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, I'm going to say remind me later. So that way it goes away.
Okay.
I can go in. I'm in now, right?
Sure. Sure.
So this is now loading the software itself. Okay.
Okay.
And as a default, it loads to the dashboard. And I had, like tested something here. So it says you can create anything, but here is, here is the information, right? So I'm going to, instead, I'm going to go create a brand new one from scratch so that you get to see the process, right? So from the dashboard here, I'm going to say campaign. You see campaign, regular campaign. And there are various options. I can do SMS campaign and so forth. I'm going to say create a campaign. It's on the right upper right corner.
Okay.
And I'm going to add a subject. Let's say if it says MFF newsletter, right? I can put any subject, newsletter. Now here I can put a pre-header. A pre-header is especially when people are looking, not opening the email, they're just seeing it came in. So it's in addition to the subject, it gives you something else.
Okay.
To arouse their interest, whether they want to open it. Like if I was selling something, I'll say huge discount, click here, or 50%, right? So I don't have to open the email, I see that. So here I say important announcement from Muslim Family Foundation. If I said that, right below the address, it is going to show up there. Let's say, and I can change it to anything I want, and I'm going to say
anything that has a spell check too. That's
yeah. That's I'm terrible.
Because I'll have a trouble.
Yeah. So add the sender detail. Who is sending this email, right? So I'm going to say it is Muslim Family Foundation, right? Now you notice I put an alias here, but the email address didn't change.
Sure.
And what it does is that, like today, I sent it from the Board of Trustee of the Islamic Center, but it still has support at masjidriverside.org. I can assign aliases so that people don't care which email, who is controlling it. They're more interested in who is sending me this email, right? So, and it could be, let's say, if at some point you want something going, people to know that it's coming from you personally, you can say from Ali Al Suldoon, right?
Sure.
And so forth like this. Okay.
Okay.
And then I could also put a reply to address that's different. If I wanted, it's going from here, but I want it come to my personal email or to another company email, I could put that. I'm going to skip that for now.
Okay.
Now I need to add people who I wanted, right? Usually this is a list that you build over years, right? So add recipient. And here right now, internal list, I have only one person. But I could create a list here I could add people to this list. Let's say if I had, I don't know, a lot of people somewhere else in an Excel worksheet. So I could add here them manually, or there is another list that I can actually import them, right?
Yep.
Instead of adding one at a time, I can import them.
I
If I
think
have a
that's much better.
Gmail account,
Yeah.
I can actually sync this with the Gmail so that whatever email I collect in Gmail normally come. This is how anybody sending a masjid an email in the ICR program at gmail.com or into Mohit system, it comes here, right? So for now, let's say I'm going to take that one person list, internal list. This is what all I have, or maybe I can add a person or two to that. So let's say if I say add CSU, and then yours is AM. What's your email address that you use?
AMENG
AMENG
03
at msn.com, right?
Correct.
Okay, so we have now 3 people here.
Cool.
Okay, I'm going to save it. But by the way, this is one-time setup because every time I send, I already have the list. I don't have to do it every time, right? I just pick the list, and I could have multiple lists. I could have one for newsletter, one for executive direct board, one for and so forth, right? Now I'm going to go create the content. This is the part that there's 2 parts. One is I pick a template, and then I put what I want to say in it. The next time I come, I could use the same template, so I don't have to recreate the template, but I just update the content, right? So,
okay.
And for the masjid email, that's what I do. I just have the template once. I just change the content every time. I don't recreate it unless I'm sending something brand new, like the BOT communication. I didn't use the newsletter template by choice because I want people to see that it's something different. It's not, if people get a newsletter every week, they're like, I'll look at it later. That's why I use a different template. So that's, hey, this is something different. Let's see what it is. And more people did click on it, open. Okay. If I have a saved template, I can pick it from there. I can pick something they already have given, pre-designed, and something very basic. Right? So I'm going to pick from the pre-designed list, see what they have. So these are their samples.
Nice.
I like something that is very simple. I don't want very complicated, but I want also some color, some picture, something like that. So I could pick whatever I want. So here is a template they have given me, right?
Yep.
Now, when I go use this template, then I can start customizing it. For example, here I don't want to use their, what do you call that, logo. I'm going to use mine.
Logo?
Yeah, so this is the first time I'm setting up. So again, I only have to do this setup one time, right?
Okay.
I don't have to do it multiple times. And if I want to say different header here, to say newsletter, and I say May 2021, and I say, you know what, I don't want it to be that big, so I'm going to make it smaller. I make it maybe 24, right?
Okay.
And then I said, this picture I'm going to put of an event we recently had, maybe, I don't know, because I'm going to talk about that. That's it.
Okay.
So then here I can say, let's say, and then I can put some narrative, whatever I want to say here, you see. Now I say, you know what, I want to add a link here to go to more information, right? So I say click for more info. And maybe it's like I go to mffie.org.
Okay,
It's updated, right?
sure.
And then here I can then start a new article. You get the idea.
Yes.
If I want to add a new element, let's say, you know what? You see how this has two side-by-side pictures? Instead, I want to use one. I don't want to use this, right? So right now the setup says this is how it comes. And so what I want to do is I want to replace this. I'm going to get rid of this and I'm going to delete this altogether.
I'm with Munir. Just give me a few minutes.
Right? I deleted that. And then now I'm going to add another one instead. I'm going to add something else. I'm going to add a single image, let's say like this.
Okay.
And it comes here and then I grab it and I move it wherever I want to drop it. And then I say, let's add my event, my picture here. This is, I think, here is picture, right?
Yeah.
So, and then I say, oh, I need to put a narrative here. So I need to put a text box there. So I'm going to say, add a text. So that comes by default here. I'm going to move it right below.
Oh, I see.
Right?
I think it's right there in the bottom. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
There you go. Right there.
Right there. So now I can and it could be as long as you want. And then these are
Sure.
one-time setup of the social medias, you know, and so forth. We set it up one time, and then every time you use this template, it automatically pre-populates,
Okay.
right? And once we, let's say I'm done, and so I can say save and next. One thing this company does is it's a free service, but they always have a system that they want to preview this. Like if anybody is spamming people or doing bad stuff and so forth. So they want it submit for preview. So I'm going to submit this as is for preview.
Okay.
It goes through their system in a few minutes. It usually takes 3 to 5 minutes. It'll come back and tell me this is now ready. It's been reviewed.
Oh, okay.
So at that time, this will give me a link here. It says send now.
Oh, okay.
So I click on that and it goes. It distributes, right? When it comes up, I'll send it. It also has a like a PDF, like a phone app as well. So many of these functions, it's not as elaborate on desktop, but many of these functions actually available from the app as well. So sometimes I'll finish what I need to do here and I walk away and then I know it will take a few minutes for them to review this and I can go on my app and just send.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, it's not really difficult.
It is not. You see, now it says send. You see, now it's already done. Or I can schedule it for, if I said I already prepared it, but I'm going to wait until tomorrow to send it out, I can do that.
Can you view it? Can you view it one more time or?
Yes. But so I can
before you send it?
Right? But if you want to, instead of sending it, if you also wanted to do, what do you call that? This wants a phone number, right? Because I didn't complete the company setup. Hmm. Non-profit. Okay. So send now, right? So now let me look at the report.
Look at me. Look at my email.
No, it now it lets me look at the report, the delivery speed, what is going, who's opening.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
So
But I
that,
was asking if before send, can I view it?
yeah, you can view this, and I actually skipped that part.
Yeah, because
Uh,
that's I want to take a look at it. For example, the last things before.
yeah, so when you are doing that, let me show you. So we have set up the template, right?
Sure,
Next
sure.
time you say, I want to use the same one that I sent, some same template, but I just want to update the content.
Hmm.
What you do is when you go here, you'll show like we see we have one sent.
Hmm.
So open that up, right? So I have this. This is the one that I picked. And then instead of creating a campaign, I can go under more action and I say clone this one,
Clone. Okay.
right? Making a copy of it.
Gotcha.
And nothing is changing, so I can save it here.
Mhm.
Now when I go to dashboard, I will have a draft. It says there's a draft. The one that I just copied is a draft. So I start changing that draft. You see the headers and all these informations are here already. And I can go and say, I want to work on it, this draft. And I want to say which group I'm going to send it to. And I save it. And then I go, I can edit my content. So it gives me the last information I had, the
Mhm.
templates and the information I had. Now here I can make changes. Let's say I say, okay, this event is over, but I'm going to use this space. I'm going to talk about the next one. So I'm going to change that picture to this one. And now I can talk about what this event was and so forth here. Whatever changes I need to make, I don't need to change anything that I don't need to change. I only change the part that I need. There's sometimes, like we will have donation link, it's always there. So we don't have to touch it. There's something we're taking about the family values, a statement there. It's always there. I don't have to edit it anymore. Why? One time I set up all those things. Now I'm going to also show you that let's see if I'm done making the changes I want to make.
Okay.
And I want to see how it looks before I really send it out, as you said,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to send a test message. It's ameng03@msn.com, right?
Yes.
Let's see if it works. Let's if let you go, get it. Send a test email. See if you have one that says test and then something in your email.
Yep. I have it saved. Test MFF and newsletter.
Okay. So you can look at it saying, oh, this is how people are going to see that. Do I like it? Or is there something that I want to change? If you say, oh, this text is too big or this too small, people can see, or I want to use a different color or whatever, So you come back here, you say, you know what, I want to edit more. So it opens up the newsletter. Let's say this newsletter looks too big, right?
Yeah.
I want to change, or you want to say, you know, I want this newsletter to look red to get people's attention. You can change it and then go through the same process, save it. You can send a test email again to yourself until you are happy. And then when you are happy, you say, send for review. When it's done, you say send, and you're done.
Okay. I mean, I could fool with it. It's right now it is not set up for MFF, but kind of set for MFF, right?
It is. When you go to the site, you will see the email address info@mffie.org and the password you saw. You can log in and you can play around with it and all that. It's our
Okay.
account for MFF, but it's not complete. I just started, but never really did anything, right? You can,
Okay.
and you know what the amazing thing about it is, I don't know how and why they do this. This is free.
Mhm.
One time, my brother, who now lives in Northern California, we were going to the masjid. So he was telling me he talked to somebody, his friends and so forth, using Skype or something. And so then he says, you know, I've been thinking about it. I have a question for you. Then what is the question? What do you want to know? There's all these free services I use. I use Skype to call people. I, pay money using PayPal or Zelle to other people and so forth. There is no fee. How do they make money? Of course, this company has to make money. Otherwise, why would they be in the business? So I said, brother, if I knew how they make money, I would be making money. I have no idea. I would be doing that and making money. I don't know, but they do definitely make money. So these are free services. There are a whole bunch of things that they do. For an introductory thing, entry level thing, there is no charge. They only charge when you go to the professional, do a lot. Like if the limit of the list is 500,